welcome to Stretford Paddock. My name is Joe. This is Joe McGrath, the great Joe McGrath, actually.
Thank you.
Of Wing It fame.
Yeah, Wing It fame, and I do a new thing now called Magazine
That's
Show.
enough of that. We are here for Stretford Paddock Transfers Live. We're going to bring you the latest Manchester United news. We will go through Joe's news show in a little bit. Don't worry about it, we will do.
Because we've got important news to get through.
We have got loads of important news.
Loads.
Well, I say important news. The news at the minute is... Where's the fucking news?
News at the minute is why is no one doing the things that they should do? Why is no one training? Why is no one signing up?
Where is Raphael Varane?
Where is he?
Has he been abducted? Because I saw him doing kick-ups in a garden somewhere in Hume.
I've seen that video more than I've actually seen him play football.
Well, he hasn't played football. He can't play football. We signed him nearly 3 weeks ago, and he ain't nowhere to be seen 2 weeks ago. But we'll get into that a little bit more in a bit.
So is he in a house or is he in like a hotel? Because he's in Manchester, isn't he?
I think he's been kidnapped. I think his current location is unknown.
Like
Raphael's still not announced. We'll get into that in a little bit. Dale Gibson, member for 9 months. Thank you very much. Joe's alive. Do you know what? Do you know where I've been, Joe?
Where?
Right, here's what happened. Here's my last 2 weeks. Get that graphic back up because we're going back to Varane.
We will be at Varane.
Here's my last 2 weeks for you, okay?
Right.
Had a holiday. Not had a holiday in quite a while.
Nice.
Obviously COVID, busy. We're busy.
Benidorm.
It's a good job. It's a fun job, but we're busy, right? Go on holiday on the Friday. Get there. Saturday, Sunday, bliss.
Bliss.
Yeah?
Beautiful. Where were you? Do you want to say where you were?
Just north of Newcastle. Caravan Park.
Sunderland.
Nothing too crazy.
You went on a holiday in Sunderland.
Do you want to shut your effing
Sorry, it's your story.
Nothing too crazy. None of this Mallorca, no Seychelles, none of that. Right?
You went to Newcastle.
Let's go. You can be out of here, you know that, don't you?
Sorry,
you can be out of here.
I think you went to fucking Newcastle on holiday. Carry on,
right.
carry on.
So
I tell you what, if the tables had turned now and I said I went to Newcastle on holiday,
I'd rip the piss out of you. And I'm glad you are doing. You're holding me to account. So I goes to Newcastle on holiday. Already bad enough. You
saw that big thing though, didn't you?
Angel of the North, saw it on the fucking way back. Right, here's what happened. Day one of the holiday, which is the Monday, because really, the weekend's off anyway. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
People have weekends off. Day one of the holiday. Bit of a tickly throat there.
Not a
you
great
know what?
sign,
And do you know what? My sister's pregnant. She hasn't had her jabs yet because they're not sure exactly what's going on. Right.
Congratulations, by the way.
Thank you. I'm not the dad.
No, to your sister.
Oh, right, cool.
To your sister.
So I thought, we're not really going near her. I'm thinking, I don't want to take my chances here because she's not had her jabs. It can increase chances of that. Let's just get COVID test. There's no problem. Just tickly cough. There's tickly coughs in the world.
I'm prone to one.
Tuesday morning, bang! Positive COVID test.
Bloody
I'm
hell.
Positive. I've had 1 day of holiday, Joe.
That's not good. Even in fucking Newcastle, that's not good, is it?
1 day?
1 day in
They
Newcastle.
gave me 1 day holiday.
I haven't even seen Ant and Deck yet.
No. Tuesday morning, wake up, 3 a.m., check my emails. You've got positive COVID test.
Who's up at 3 a.m.
Yeah.
emailing you?
Yeah, exactly.
They're just trying to ruin your night's sleep.
Exactly. First symptoms Sunday night. Positive Tuesday morning.
It's a long drive back from Newcastle.
And it's a long night. So I've been isolating for the last 10 days. Today's my first day back. Not even had holiday.
You got to spend it with me?
No, exactly. And of all places, where have I been isolating? Blackburn. You know what? Thank you very much for your hospitality, Mr. and Mrs. Jones. But
is that no, that was pretty.
Don't worry about it. So I've had COVID.
It's great to have him back, though, isn't it?
Great to have him back.
He survived.
I've had COVID. I've survived it. Double jabs. Make sure you get vaccinated. Let's get into the flipping news. We don't hear about me anymore.
I quite enjoyed that. Would you go back to Newcastle?
Not if the COVID's going to get me again. I'd love to have a fucking holiday. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, Raphael Varane.
Yeah, great guy.
Do you want to know something? Let me lay it out for you. We announced it on the 27th. Well, the deal was done on the 27th of July.
Yeah.
It's now the 12th of August. The man still hasn't been officially announced, completed.
Right, so what is that step to officially complete? Like, what is that step that we're missing?
Do a medical, sign.
So has he done the medical?
Yes.
And what's the next bit we're missing now?
I don't think they know where he is.
Yes, they do know where he is.
I think he's in Piccadilly Club. I think he's in Piccadilly Club on
That's
Great
not a
Ancoats
thing
Street.
anymore, is it?
Yeah,
Oh,
24 hours, mate.
Yeah.
And I tell you what, some of the birds in there, they'll put hairs on your chin. Almost more than they've got. I reckon they've lost him.
I think he's just, he looked like he was in a garden somewhere. And, if you're in a garden, so footballers either stay in nice apartments in Manchester or go out a bit to the suburbs, Altrincham, Hale, all that bit, Oldby Edge, and they're in a garden there. So maybe he's in there and just can't find out how to get into town.
Maybe his garden is so vast.
Yeah.
There's some sort of a corn maze built into this garden that he can't get out. In all seriousness, though, we're having a laugh here, right? I get that it was always going to be a push for him to play that first game, to start that first game.
Yeah.
He hadn't even signed, and it's essentially 24 hours just over until that game starts. So he's probably not even going to be in the squad now. Where is he?
Do you not think something might be just up? Something might be up.
Do you think?
What if something's up and we're definitely going to sign him, but the next process has to be delayed because something is up. We aren't just there going, ooh, let's just wait here. What if he had COVID or something like that, or one of his family members have COVID? What if he's currently got to isolate for a bit longer? There's caveats to the world.
This. I like how
There's caveats to the world. I'm trying to talk you down a bit, maybe. Listen, Varane will be all right. Newcastle's a good holiday destination. I'm trying to make you feel better about yourself.
Oh, I didn't really get to see the holiday. I had one day of holiday.
So, if you think Varane's next step is to what? Wear a United shirt and be training?
Yeah. I mean, here's the
thing,
though.
Could happen any time,
but the medical was done yesterday. So why is he not in training today? And
could have been a tough medical.
There's a chance. What do you think he was doing? Chopping trees like a lumberjack?
I can hardly run
18 hours a day.
I can hardly run, but wearing one of those Bane masks must be tough.
Yeah.
What if you put the wrong thing in there?
What?
I don't know. Doctor could have farted.
Really? What, into that mask? Do you know is the one on the treadmill?
Yeah.
And they've got all the little pads on them?
Yeah.
They're like, you think the doctor's farted in the gas mask?
Bang. Varane's done.
That's
2 months out.
Fucking childish, Joe.
No, sorry.
Oh no, get out.
Huh.
Get out.
Where to?
Just stand over there.
I could do a fart during this.
Could you? Well, it's not the show for it. Let us know where you think Raphael Varane is, because he's clearly gone missing. The man is.
He's not. Why are you all spooked? He did the medical yesterday. He's not gone missing, has he?
Was that someone that looked like him?
The thing is, with Messi, you brought the Messi situation to it.
Right.
I've never seen anything. It's like what's he called? Oh, I had a great gag then. 60-minute makeover.
Right.
It was like the Messi version of that.
Yeah.
They got him in. They had him medicaled up. They had him in a hotel.
Yeah.
He was at the Eiffel Tower by lunchtime.
Yeah.
And then he was signed by
this
4
man
o'clock.
was a Barcelona player like 2 days ago.
I know.
He was training for PSG today.
Knowles.
Where is Varane?
Nick Knowles was the name I was after.
Yeah.
PSG hired Nick Knowles.
That's DIYSOS, not 60-minute makeover. So.
Who did 60-minute makeover?
Don't worry about it.
But you know what I mean, PSG had it nailed. We hired Varane a couple of weeks back. He's been playing in a garden and that's it. So why can't we get Nick Knowles?
Is that what we need?
Nick Knowles gets stepped in there. But you know what I mean, maybe there's just certain things that we don't understand. I don't think United hold anything back. There could be a couple of legal things happening. I don't know. I don't understand.
Ronan Shee says bloody Brexit. That's who I blame.
Could be.
Brexit,
we're running out of other stuff, aren't we?
Yeah.
We can't get shipped in, what was the big thing? Celery.
Fucking
We're done with
How am I
celery.
going to make, what, a rich broth? How am I going to make a broth that is deeper than the Menai Straits?
Do you know what? If you're watching this, right, and you're young, you don't know much about food, you don't understand celery. And that's what I remember as a kid. Celery's big for you. Not just stuff you have with buffalo wings.
Big for you.
Yeah, it is. You know.
What do you mean when you say you come out with these statements, Joe? We all know you as a scholar and a philosophical man.
Yeah.
You come onto, I hate to say it, my channel, and you say you don't know as a kid celery is big for you.
I thought
Explain
that
yourself
right?
now.
Because you said something then. You said, "Oh, it's in broths, isn't it?"
Yeah.
When I was a kid, I didn't know it was in broths.
Yeah.
You know, the Italians, they love onions, carrots, celery. That's the start of a lot of their sauces. As a kid, I didn't know. If you don't know that, when you learn, get ahead of the game, start using celery.
How is this linking back to Varane?
We need celery in our team. We need the carrots, onions, and celery. We need the Maguires, the Varanes, the Fernandes.
Brilliant.
Yeah, anyway, use celery more.
It's still not announced. It was supposed to be announced a couple of days ago. It was supposed to be announced yesterday. It's supposed to be announced today. It hasn't happened.
What do you want,
20
though?
to 10. What?
Like, what do you want? What would you be happy with tomorrow?
What do you mean?
Him in the United top training.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all you want.
Yeah. Him in the United top training. That's all I want. Jeremy Young, member for 2 months. Thank you very much, Jeremy. If you haven't seen already, I put out a members-only Fantasy Premier League team
I'm in there.
league. Join the league. If you remember, the link is in the members' Facebook page and on the YouTube as well. So check that if you haven't already. If you remember, finally getting caught up on the Paddock after a vacation. Up the fucking Paddock. Thank you very much.
Finally getting caught up on it. What's it like?
He's watching them all
Bad?
back. Hey, no spoilers. Hey, no spoilers.
Don't, whatever you do.
No spoilers.
Don't watch transfer news 2 weeks ago.
No spoilers. He doesn't
Shit
know.
has happened.
No, he doesn't know yet.
Catching up
Don't look at this.
Oh,
He's
I
just
wonder what
catching
the
up.
result was against Everton.
He's like, are we going to sign Schneider? He's been on holiday for 6 years.
Watch my fan.
Don't
watch my fan cam if you want from the weekend.
No
that was
spoilers.
Good. That was good.
No spoilers.
Don't
Okay.
much.
Right. No spoilers. He's still catching up.
Couple of cliffhangers in.
He started at the Andy Tate stuff, 2016, and he ain't caught up yet. So no spoilers.
There's a lot to catch up on.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Anyway, 2018. Oof, bit of a rum year, that one. Right, let's move on. Raphael Varane still hasn't signed. To be honest, we've made a joke about it. It's a bit of a piss take at this point.
Yeah,
I know that
the fact that he's missing Leeds it will be a piss take.
Yeah.
I agree with you. I don't know what else to say.
Well,
but
there's a chance that he now won't be fit for the next game.
The pressure then surely will be on Ollie then to come out with a statement and let us know why. If he's injured, then he's injured. But if it's something technical, I'm sure Ollie will be just as frustrated as us. He's not sitting there loving this, Ollie. He wants his strongest team out to make a bit of a statement at Leeds. We've not played them at Old Trafford in a Premier League game for ages, decades ago. That's worrying to say, isn't it? In a Premier League game.
What, Leeds?
Oh, shit.
Come on, Joe.
No,
let's move on.
Different one.
Let's move on.
No, I didn't. I meant in front of fans. That's
there
what I was
we go.
At.
That's
in
it.
front of fans.
That's it.
So the fans are there. I knew what I meant in my head. Yep. The fans are there. You got the away end. There're going to be crowds cheering. Yep. It's the first Premier League game back. Well, with full capacity, and he wants to have his best team out. So he wants the back two of Maguire and Varane. He wants to have a strong midfield. He wants to put the best players up top, which he's got. He's got to his.
Rashford's broke his arm.
Rashford's breaking his arm. Cavani's.
Cavani's just having 5 weeks off.
Yeah. So he's not going to have the best, strongest team. So that'll frustrate him. So what I'm saying is, Ollie's not at fault, really, is he?
No, it's not his fault. He doesn't sign the players. He didn't get the contract signed. The medical's done. Let's move on to Camavinga. But before we do that, Joe, I ought to tell you that this show is sponsored by the one and only Manscaped.
Really?
You love Manscaped, don't you?
Love it. Use it every second day.
Every second day. That thing is scorched, pink, raw-blooded, awful. Well, it is if you're using anything other than Manscaped. For those of you who don't know, our friends at Manscaped have just launched their 4th generation performance package.
Yeah?
Yeah,
but you...
let's think about something. In terms of the growth, in terms of the progress we've seen. 4 generations ago, your family members, what were they doing?
This isn't what they're on
Here's
about.
what they used to do. 4 generations ago, your family members, what did they eat? They just used to go outside, find a stone that a homeless person had spat on. They'd put that in a pot, pour boiling water on it, and that was soup to them, wasn't it? We had spit stone soup, and you know that. And you think just 4 generations later, you're eating wings on YouTube.
Yeah,
right?
Getting at least 1,000 views.
Think of the difference there. Now just think the 4th generation Manscaped performance package. Think how far we've progressed, Joe.
I'm sure the 3rd generation for Manscaped was about April?
Not long ago. But that's because they're updating so very often. Manscaped 4.0, they're the leaders in male grooming.
4.0 also is the Die Hard 4.0. Have you seen that?
No. They are the joint 2 million men worldwide who trust Manscaped with the Performance Package 4.0 by Manscaped. Go to manscaped.com for 20% off and free shipping using the code Paddock Live. That's because this show is Paddock Live. You go on there, you saw it on Paddock Live, you use the code Paddock Live.
Love it.
Here's what's happened to me in the past, right? People talk about, I used to have this old trimmer and it made my balls turn.
Where's this? The pub?
Shit. What?
Who's saying this?
People. You hear it.
Cute Greg's.
People are just talking about the way their balls were trimmed. Or trammed, I think, the past participle. Here's what I used to have to do, and this is bad, and I don't even know if this is legal. I used to have to get a very angry, it's like a little lizard, and he used to nibble my hairs off.
Right, this is happening, is it?
This is happening. Yeah. And he died. And do you know why he died?
Hairball.
Because he bit me and I crushed him to death. But now we don't have to worry about that. Any animals getting hurt, no problems, no biting, no nicks, no nothing, no bleeding. Because Manscaped, I'm not doing that well.
This is wild.
I've still got COVID. I've come back 8 days too early. I was only diagnosed yesterday.
What was the lizard called?
The lizard was called Bitey. I've been sick. Right.
Listen,
Manscaped, no nick technology. Go on.
What they don't do, do you know, like Apple got in trouble a bit for weakening the phones, the last generation phones. Manscaped don't do that. They're all great, but this one's just better.
They
don't make the free one go poof and chop a knob off. It's still as good.
It's got a 7,000 RPM motor. That's amazing.
What does that mean?
7,000 revolutions per minute. That means that motor is going billy-o. That's all you need to know.
You got to be wondering who's there counting.
Yeah, exactly. These guys,
big job in the
this is what they do. They count how many R's they are getting PM, and they're getting 7,000, and that's just on the on the trimmer.
Anyway, I use it. I love it. Talc afterwards.
Yeah. Or you could use Manscaped's Formulas, the crop preserver, which is a ball deodorant. I'll put that on before leaving the house. Get out of the shower, put some crop preserver on. That way, I'm good to go all day. If I get an impromptu tickle, which is bound to happen these days, I am good to go again.
The lizard's sister comes for revenge.
Use the code Paddock Live at checkout to get 20% off and free shipping. The link is in the description. So
20%
scroll down.
off. That's
20.
Good.
Yeah.
I thought it was only like 10.
No, it's 20.
Okay, no.
Go into the description, click the link, use the code Paddock Live for Manscaped. Again, your balls will thank you. They just will thank you.
Your balls will thank you.
Mark, can you hear that? What are my balls saying?
Help.
They're saying thank you.
Oh, sorry.
Thank you very much. Right. Let's talk about Camavinga. I don't know who that
back.
is. But he's not back, he's dead. I crushed him under the wheel of a Ford Taurus. Right, Camavinga won't extend his Rennes contract. Now, that's not the contract for a small, ground-dwelling bird, the wren.
Rennies.
Stop now. He's not going to extend his contract. Romano says Camavinga will not extend his contract with the League club. He's in no rush to decide his future. United want Camavinga, basically. Here's the latest. United want him. Yeah. He wants to go to PSG. There were some rumours that PSG will approach Rennes, try and get Camavinga toward the end of the window. Very young player, 18 years old, sort of young starlet midfielder. How much do you rate this guy?
You're worried now about people who... It's about the player's attitude in a way. Because you'd suggest that if this player wanted a good future in a very competitive league and wanted to be part of a team that had to go to battle pretty much every game, you'd maybe look at United. But if you're looking at a player who maybe wants a year with the greatest player of all time, Messi, then PSG have got that swing now. But they'll go to battle with some players, PSG, over the next couple of months, January transfer window and the summer. And if they've got Messi for 2 years, then you've got to look at that pull and that draw. Yeah, you've got the money from PSG, but you've also got the fact to be part of a squad of the best player in the world. That's what Barcelona did for many times as well when they attracted players. They did have that pull to be, in the same dressing room as him.
You can see why people would want to go to PSG.
Yeah, so if we're going up against them, the money's pretty much the same. Yeah. What might swing him is you pretty much, I know they didn't do it this year, but you kind of pretty much guaranteed the league title, a nice medal around your head, and now you're going to play it with Messi as well.
Around your
head. I forgot where you put it.
Neck. It's the neck, that one. Danny Shields with the super
chat. It's technically around your head.
Is it? If I put a watch on you...
Where you put your scarf around your head?
No.
You do.
If it's a headscarf, I might. Interesting. So but that's like saying, oh, I like your collar. Yeah, it goes around my head. Buttons right up to my head.
No, where
Don't say
from?
that. Up to my neck. You're from space. Supposedly an image rights issue, according to Danny Shields in the super chat, is what's holding up Varane announcement train today. Hope so.
Image rights need to do one, don't they?
I know. That's all.
Just get over it.
That's that weird element of football and sort of media that is just a bit too much to do, isn't it? No, don't deal with that.
Not me.
No.
The Manscaped deal with it.
You see there, look, he started his career very young and he's been linked with a big move already with the likes of Real Madrid, Manchester United and PSG. However, I think a move to United might still be too early for him. That's Louis Saha, who, presumably has absolutely no bearing on this transfer whatsoever. But he did used to play for Man United and therefore we listen to his opinion.
Who else is coming up on the show? I just didn't see Louis Saha.
Yeah, Louis Saha's there.
Great
we've got a Jemba Jemba quote coming up later on. I mean, we like Camavinga. That is the latest on Camavinga there. He wants to go to PSG. I reckon if they want him, they'll get him. It's just we just got to hope.
Yeah, that's what I was saying before. Yeah. United, you're not guaranteed titles. You're guaranteed a bit more of a scrap. You're going up against some big teams. PSG, he's got a lot of benefits. Yeah. But it's our technical director's job to lure him in. Yeah. Have you heard of Fallowfield?
Yeah.
Good nightlife.
Interested in Pepe's chicken takeaway.
Yeah.
Which you recommended to me tonight.
Pepe.
Very nice stuff.
We've got a good canal.
Speaking of chicken wings, Joe.
Yeah, I have a chicken wing review channel. Wing It. Go and check that out. Joe McGrath Wing It. I'm sure Cam's doing something nice now in the comments. And I also got a magazine show. Me and Joe are going to be doing where I buy a magazine that kind of details people's crazy lives and I review it. It's all good fun. Give us a laugh, thank you.
So Joe McGrath, Wing It. Go on YouTube and search that.
After this. And after you've trimmed you can do it whilst trimming your balls.
Yeah, that's nice. I like to do things while I trim my balls. Just ring my mum, see if she notices. Right, one more sign-in. This is like 4 more years. Remember we used to chant that at Trump rallies?
Yeah.
4 more years. And then he didn't get any, did he?
No, that's not chant.
Which is actually quite rare, Most presidents get 8 years.
Did he?
Yeah, most of them get 2 terms because people like them.
Why did they cancel it after the 2? Do you know, like...
just
you get
tyrannical.
3 in England, can't you?
You can have as many as you want in England, I think.
No, 3's max.
Is it? I didn't think there was a maximum. Let us know in the comments. Manchester United midfield prioritised over a right back. United are open to making another signing before the window closes. A midfielder is prioritised ahead of a right back, but not considered urgent. My first question to you is: do you believe a midfield signing is urgent for Manchester United?
Yes.
Yeah.
No, it depends what Ollie. You put trust in what Ollie may have seen in training. You put trust in have players developed over the summer. You put trust in will the likes of McTominay be strengthened when he's back in front of a full stadium at Old Trafford. The last time he did that was a City game. He scored that screamer.
And what happened there?
He scored an absolute banger.
He did.
Full capacity. You know, I know we had a bit of action last year. So you're wondering, does Ollie see little attitudes in players that think they might improve when they're back in front of full crowds, back in front of that angst, because it will change the game a bit. Maybe Ollie's not thinking it's urgent.
It's a weird one, though, isn't it? And right, so here's something that, I mean, obviously people know, but there's part of me that thinks this isn't all. People are saying, let's get a defensive midfielder. That's what we need. Sell Pogba even. If he wants to leave, sell him, get a defensive midfielder. And I understand that, but then all of a sudden we're quite low on other midfielders. So let's say we had like Ndidi, who I think is the best defensive midfielder in the league, other than Kante. Let's say we put him in the team. Paul Pogba's gone. Then you've got Ndidi, Bruno, and then who? McTominay.
That's the thing.
Well, Donny, who's all right, but hasn't proven himself. The problem is we need Paul Pogba and someone else, or if we sell Paul Pogba, we need 2 players. We're 1 midfielder down.
Is McTominay ruling out as a defensive midfielder? I know
he's not disciplined enough. He doesn't. His positioning isn't good enough defensively. His positioning isn't good enough.
Could learn though.
You can, but people don't tend to, do they?
Well, if you're getting paid $80,000 a week, I would.
Yeah, but it's not. How much will you get paid to learn that?
I get paid. If someone said there's a couple of grand, go and position yourself better, I'll try.
You'd definitely try. You won't be able to do it, but you try. Danny Shields with the Super Chat says, move to United might be too early for him, so he's going to do a season at Carlisle first. He's out of contract in a year. Exactly, Carlisle. I agree with that. It's too early, but they should have signed him up for a longer deal. People like him. I agree with this, by the way. I agree that we should be prioritising the midfielder over a right back. I think Dallow's okay. I think Dallow's got a weird fan base around him that I don't really think has been earned.
Yeah.
I'm not saying he's shit, but he's never been great for Manchester United.
No.
He's never even had really great performances.
I don't see his attitude being as strong as others.
And yet, he's got this almost, not quite to the same level, obviously, but a sort of Martial-esque fan base who really like him because he can put in a decent cross every so often.
What's the strongest back four at the minute then?
For United or in the world?
United.
Well, Wan-Bissaka, Varane, Maguire, sure.
I don't see what's too wrong with Wan-Bissaka.
No, well, a lot of people aren't the biggest fan of him going forward, are they? Which I think is fair enough.
Well, you can be fan of Dalot, but not Wan-Bissaka.
Yeah. Richard Littlewood says Dalot FC is super weird. Yeah, it is, and there is a bit
odd.
like if you think about it, there's no like Wan-Bissaka FC. There's not really a sort of Bruno FC. Obviously, everyone likes him because he's so good, but I think that the levels of how much people like Bruno is sort of equal to how good he is.
Yeah.
Whereas the levels of how much people like Dalot is far higher than how good he's shown himself to be so far. I'm not saying he's a bad player, and do you know what? I think it's a great opportunity for him this season. I'm looking forward to seeing more of him. But he's got a weird fan base that people really like him. Anish Joshi says Ollie kept his job because of Dalot shooting into Kimpembe's hand. There's always that. Against PSG, you got the penalty, didn't you? Right, let's move on then, shall we? And we'll talk a little bit about Paul Pogba.
The man.
Will he sign a new contract, Joe? It says here that United convinced Paul Pogba will stay beyond the transfer deadline day, with the club set to continue efforts to convince him to extend his contract. It's looking at this point as though he's staying this year. And we'll take it from there.
Yeah, we'll take it from there. But then we get into dangerous territory then, don't we? With clubs sort of whispering in his ear, maybe not to sign and then a better deal will come his way because they don't have to splash the cash for him and they can put a bit of that cash in reserves to pay his agent a bit more and him a bit more. It's a money game, isn't it? So you don't know who's chattering away at the minute, and maybe he can just enjoy himself. There was reports last week, when they were a week before, just him talking about his family life, and they're quite settled around here, and and his wife and kids are settled, and he comes across as quite like a family man. Especially when you see when France won the World Cup and there's lots of celebrations with his brothers and mother. So all that kind of stuff must mean something to him. So maybe he's going to take this year to sort of run out his days at United and look to other places. But I wouldn't be surprised if someone's nattering his ear off a bit, going, we can offer you this, this, and this, but just hold up for a bit. How old will he be in next year? 29?
I think he's 28 now, so I think he'll be 29 in a year. Let me just have a look.
Yeah, triple check that, because I mean,
triple cut chips.
How long does Pogba stay at a nice peak for? 32?
Yeah, 31, 32. He's not a player that's been injury free his whole career, is he? He's 28 now. He'll be 29 in March. So whoever signs him next season will be getting a 29-year-old.
Yeah, going into his 30s.
Yeah. Interesting.
Maybe you do want him on free.
There you go,
because if you spend the money... Oh, here we go. Who's told this?
Rob Dawson there saying it's now seen as privately as unlikely, highly unlikely, that any club, including PSG, could raise the money to make a suitable offer for Pogba, and the expectation is that he will still be a United player after August 31st.
That's from Tom Cleverley.
That's from Rob Dawson there at ESPN.
Right, sorry.
Interesting. Why did you say that?
Just for a small...
Oh, because some of the old players like how we Louis Zaha.
Catch up.
I love that. I love that from you. We'll talk about that afterwards. You've thrown me under the bus there.
You threw yourself under the bus.
I did.
I gave you your own goal. I was going to go for Darren Gibson, but then for some reason, Cleverly.
That was good. Darren Gibson would have been good as well. Seamus Nolan says we need a ball-playing CDM the same way that Carrick was for us in the past.
Yeah.
Sal would be the best signing. Sell some players first is needed, though. Do you know who's a very good ball-playing CDM? Ruben Neves. I don't think he's world-class. I don't think he's the best that there is. But in terms of getting the ball on the edge of the 18-yard box when we're trying to counter-attack and playing those balls out, he's much better than anything we've got now. And I think we'd probably be able to get him for about 25 million.
Really? 25? You also got to look at what might happen to them this season. I mean, what is your... I know you got a prediction video coming out. Can you predict... can you let us know who you might be in the bottom three this year? For you?
Bottom three?
Or maybe tease it.
Well, we've got a video coming out here at Stretford Paddock. We've been predicting our Premier League from 20 to 1. Yeah. Who's going to go down? Who's going to go up? Who's getting the Champions League spots? I've got a couple of bold shouts in there. You've already argued with a few of them upstairs.
Spooky.
One of them spooky.
Liverpool going to come second.
Say no more. Say no more. I think Liverpool are going to come second next year. Right. That's all you need to say, mate.
Yeah.
Ewan with a super chat says, I love Joe McGrath.
Thank you very much. How much did you pay for that?
£1.79.
Fucking worth it.
Which is more than you pay for the wings on your show. Which explains the consistently
charged me for a chocolate
consistently
cake.
very high reviews.
Do you want to know how much I paid today for the wings?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, my parking's running out.
Interesting.
Good, is it?
This is good content, isn't it? How much you pay for wings? That's that there. 198 quid.
No, not 198.
Who to? Manchester Piccadilly Club, 198 quid.
20
Thanks
quid.
for the service,
20 quid.
girls.
20 quid
What's
that video
that?
cost me.
I
didn't tip them.
Did you not?
No, I didn't put a thanks for the service, girls.
Interesting. Zach says,
20 quid.
Best sauce for chicken.
I'm do you know what I'd say? Teriyaki.
That's just stupid.
I'm joking.
You've lied.
I'm very much getting into the sweet and salty version. So I'm talking like a honey and soy, that kind of vibe. Buffalo, but maybe with a bit of oomph to it. I had this. I tell you what I had the other day, which was like a satay.
It quick?
A satay, a peanut butter sauce. You got the saltiness there, but then with a little bit of a drizzle of honey. Oh,
yeah.
What a day.
Wasn't the only nut going on, was it? The peanut. Someone said wings. I prefer breasts. Pervert. Right, let's move on to our next story, shall we? Camavinga was the latest one. Pogba was the latest one, sorry.
He's off his head, still
he's staying for a year, and then he's going, let's be honest.
Yeah, how Manchester see him gone now? I said that on a couple
But no one's available to buy him, that's the problem. No one wants to sell him. James
Pogba's
Garner.
back.
Oh, there we go. Pogba's back. Will he sign a new contract? Not at the minute. James Garner up next then. And this is right, we're entering interesting territory here with James Garner. Jimmy Garner, to those who know him and love him.
Or the gardener.
He's reportedly, again, it's all reportedly, rejected a new contract. And United have gone, we ain't loaning you out, which is what you want to get some game time. We ain't loaning you out till you sign a contract. Stalemate, clash of the titans. What do you make of this? James Garner's rejected the offer of a new contract from Manchester United. To throw his future at the club into major doubt.
Maybe it's just, I don't know, he's clearly doing it. I hope he's doing it from an intelligent way, in terms of he's got the right people talking to him. Because, I know we're all United fans, but these guys have got careers of their own, and you don't want to be sort of dragged along and then just sort of left out a bit, and now you've got to find yourself a club or find yourself scratching a bit. I remember James Wilson. Do you remember Wilson?
prolific striker.
Prime example.
In our lifetime, one of the most prolific strikers United have ever had at youth level.
Yeah, and then just sort of played a couple of games, split up, chewed up, and then he finds himself in just lower leagues, not playing at the top level, is what I'm trying to say. So maybe Garner wants to take some examples in and go, I want to make better decisions in my career, and I want to play, or I want to get game time, I want to go out, and I want to prove myself, and then I want to come back, or this is just about getting a bit more money, and I hope it's not. I hope it's more about football and not about money.
You like to think so, don't you? Because obviously
money is the fucking...
Yeah, but James Garner's an excellent young player. Again, there Peter O'Rourke saying United will not sanction a loan for Garner until he signs a new contract. So, like you said, I hope if this is going down the way that it's happening in the press, obviously you never know the full extent of anything because of the way the media works. Assuming what we're seeing is true, I do hope, like you said, that it's for playtime rather than I'm just trying to get 60 grand a week rather than 30, which is what they're offering me at the moment. Again, hopefully there's a resolution here. You wouldn't have thought he's going to go somewhere. Like, if United are willing to give him a contract, where's going to be better than that? Yeah. Unless he does go to somewhere like a Championship club, like maybe a Norwich or a Brentford, a recently promoted team. And then that would be proof.
We don't know how much or how long.
That would be proof, though, I suppose. Yeah, exactly. That it is for footballing reasons. To me, I'm hopeful, and I do feel as though we will get this done, really, because it's he's been at United for such a long time. He's just starting to prove himself at Forest. He had a great loan last winter, so hopefully he can pull that around. But that's the latest on James Garner. Someone says, congrats on Sky, Joe. Thank you very much. Lemsip was on Sky Sports News yesterday.
Oh, amazing. What talking about?
Football.
Just
previewing the season, talking about Man United, Man City.
Did you do a good job?
I did all right.
Were you worried?
No.
Where were you filmed?
I was in Blackburn in my COVID hell.
Really?
Yeah. On a laptop.
Just yesterday?
Just yesterday. Maybe a couple of days ago. I think it was yesterday. Last day of isolation.
Now you're right in front of me.
Now I'm here right in front of you. Testing negative for anyone who's interested. Right, Manchester United have released a new third kit. That's all the kit's done now. You've seen it here, look.
Nice. We're not quite sure. It's a really nice
We're not quite sure which way the chevrons are going. Because Luke Shaw, see the lines on the kit, they're like that, little V's, chevrons. On Luke Shaw's picture, for some reason, they're going that way.
Maybe it's like, what's the dress colour? White or gold or blue or black?
Oh, maybe it's the same kit, but
it's the same kit, but some people see differently. Like, I can see it the other way now.
Really? Now you squint it? If you do that like magic eye thing. Oh, it is that way?
It is.
Oh, bloody
crazy,
hell.
Isn't it? It's a lovely kit. Someone said it's the best 3 kits we've had in a while.
I was just going to say, I believe this is the best kits we've had since the sort of 08-09 era.
Is the thing, right? So I was...
Was that black one the same year as the blue one?
Yeah.
I'm not sure, it might have been the year before. Anyway.
I was... I've got a conundrum about the blue and white one.
Give me some kits.
Do I buy it? And the thing is with that is sometimes you can go and try a shirt on. I don't know if I can pull it off or not.
What? Because if you put a size on too small?
No, I mean just actually wearing the colours.
Oh, I thought you meant you won't literally be able to get it off.
No, I'm going to try. Yeah,
get a medium
size. But the thing is, is it weird? Would you ever go to a fitting room and try a top on, like a United top? It's odd, that, isn't it? You can go with it like a little blasé top or a polo.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I'll just try this on.
You got a changing room, and then you come back out in it. Too small for me. That sweated in that. Put that back on the rack, especially in the COVID era.
Yeah, but I'm always wondering, is it a bit like, can you really pull that off with a football top?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Let us know what you think. Let us know what you rate these kits: 1, 2, and 3. Home kit, second kit, third kit. Here's the 3 here. Look, obviously the away kit on the left there, the home kit in the middle, the third kit on the right. Personally, if we keep these up on the screen for a second, I think the third kit, the right kit that we see there, the blue one, the chevron, that's the best one.
Yeah.
I like the one that's the throwback to '92, but I said this last season and I keep saying it. I prefer original weird kits rather than remember this old weird kit that we had that was original 25 years ago or 30 years ago. Yeah. We've done it again. It's like, well, no, give us something new and weird. I like the zebra kit last year.
Yeah, I think that one's pretty good. The third kit, like you said, I think that is quite unique to a United way as well, especially with the colours of blue and that yellow point, like sort of pulling you in. Yeah, I like that kit. Great kit.
Yeah, really good. Dragon the Uncharted says third, then second, then first. The third kit is the best. I agree, and I also think that the home kit is really nice. It's very simple. Yeah. It kind of reminds me a bit. If we can just get it back up on the screen again, it kind of reminds me a bit. Do you remember the kit that we wore for the 50th anniversary of the Munich disaster against Man City?
2008?
2008, where it was very basic, just plain red, white piping, no logos, no nothing on it. Obviously, this has got logos and stuff like that, but just plain red, white piping, so simple. No fancy flex like we had like the bus seat one a couple of years ago. No chevrons on the front of it. No gold, no black, no nothing. Just white and red. I honestly think it's brilliant, that home kit. But again, probably won't buy any of them.
Yeah, no.
It's a shame of it all, isn't it? They're expensive.
£64. And then I'll tell you what was picked at can't speak. Mick Take is next to it was the last year's kits, and it said big silencing clearance. I went to see it. They took a £5 off.
Is that it?
£59.
Only £59 to wear a kit that's a year out of date.
Sort it out.
Do you know what? Do you know what? Who's done that? Do you know who's done that? Not Thatcher, although I bet she had a bloody hand in it. The twerp. I don't know who's done that. Who? The likes of your classic football shirts, because they know any Manchester United kit they sell for by far the most of anyone. Any Manchester United kit in 15 years' time will be worth money. So that's why they're never that cheap anymore. Even a year or two later, in 5 years, that's a classic kit that you can sell for £100.
I wouldn't mind if they had like, do you know, like in football shirt places, they had like, do you know the yellow sticker vibe that you get in Tesco's?
Yeah.
So you can
reduced
a bit of clearance there.
Yeah, 59p for the old kit, not £59. 59p.
That's a bargain.
You can get the second.
20
kit.
them all.
You get the second kit and a hungry caterpillar cheesecake, or whatever it's called.
Yeah, all in.
£2.
Yeah.
Someone said goosebumps from that third kit promotional video. What did you guys think of it? Did you see it? John Cooper Clarke.
Oh
poem.
Yeah, nice poem.
Brilliant. Love John Cooper Clarke. Went to see him last year, a couple of years ago. Excellent. What do you think of the line? Of course, we're glory hunters. What else would we? No. Yeah, what else would we hunt? Not bad. Not a bad line, that. Turn it back on him.
Yeah.
Bit of you know,
he's had that for a while, hasn't he?
He's had that one locked up.
He's good like that.
He's really
John
good.
Cooper Clarke.
John Cooper Clarke.
Never seen his eyes, though.
No, sunglasses. Don't need eyes.
Sunglasses.
Don't need eyes when you've got such a lovely mouth.
Yeah.
Strange thing to say. Sheikh Sabad Hideen. I've really fucked that up, I apologise, but you know what I'm talking about. Super chat. He said, did anyone notice how they skipped the number 4 shirt of the number of days of the match day tweets United did? Sorry, I've fucked that up. What does that mean? Even Jones' graphic is injured. They didn't do a shirt, so they're doing how many days until the game? Yeah. And they didn't do a number 4. Interesting. Apparently Varane hasn't got number 4. Did you hear those rumours yesterday that he's getting some other number?
I think bigger numbers are the better now.
Like basketball players.
Yeah.
Do you know some basketball players have the number 0? Really? Kyle Kuzma used to have that at the Lakers.
Is Lukaku for Chelsea? Is he signed on a weird number, Cam?
Should we...
Cam, what's his
what number's
number?
Lukaku? He don't know, so not a real Chelsea fan.
Told me about it upstairs.
Let's talk, before we go about Lukaku, because I did want to mention this actually. Obviously, there's links to United. I'm surprised we haven't seen a quote from him, to be honest, former United player. He used to play for Manchester United. At the time was, I think, our second highest ever signing in terms of fee, 75 million. Sold him 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Now he's back in the Premier League, 100 million euro, 115 million euros, 100 million quid. What do you make of that deal for Chelsea? Does it look bad on United somehow? Does it look bad on Chelsea? All the stick United got when we signed Pogba back for 89 million after letting him leave, and Chelsea have essentially done the same thing.
Yeah.
And I'm not seeing that stick.
And I'm also not seeing the stick for just Chelsea spending nearly 100 million quid. On Lukaku, but he's a known goal scorer. Someone just didn't click at United, or maybe maybe could you blame the manager? Because when he's gone to other places like Milan, I'm sure Cam told me the record like 60 plus goals in 90 games. Except I know they're not the exact stats.
Yeah.
And even in Belgium as well, he can
very
bag goals.
Record,
yeah. So you might look at United and go, yeah, it was the United way that maybe, or the United way at the time from certain managers that put him on the back foot a bit. Chelsea. They want to go for the title this year. They know they've got to be better than City. And what City don't have is an out-and-out striker anymore. Aguero's now gone, and the Kane stuff's still in the works.
And Jesus looks like he might be leaving as well. He's not happy.
Jesus, get lost. Yeah. I'd spare £2 million on Jesus. Yeah. City fans give it, but he does more off the ball.
Great. Oh, do you know what else?
I want a striker. I want someone to score goals. Yeah. I do a lot off the ball because I'm not playing.
No, exactly. You do loads off the ball today.
I do loads off the ball. Again, see what I do off the ball.
Check out Wing It off the ball.
It's not called off the ball, but you know.
No, off the bone. Lukaku, 100 million. To me, that is not a waste of money at all. He'll get goals for Chelsea. But we're going to hear this thing of United shouldn't let him go. The thing with Lukaku is, because he's so tall and so big, he's muscular, he's 6'4", 6'3"?
He's a big lad.
He's a big guy. People think target man. When actually, he's a poacher. He's not good at holding the ball up. His first touch isn't good enough. He's not good at building other players into the play, which is why Ollie didn't like him. You say what you want about Martial, but he can pass the ball, he can link play up quickly. Lukaku couldn't do that. The way United played toward the end when Ollie came in exposed the weaknesses of Lukaku more than any other system I've ever seen. He's great at being on the end of the pass. He's not the one that receives it back to goal. Because he's big, people think he can, but he can't.
Causes chaos a bit, doesn't he?
He causes chaos, but he's not someone that builds the ball up, holds his man off, great touch, little flick around the corner. He can't do that. No. And that was exposed so much at United in that last season. At the time, I don't remember really anyone saying we should keep him.
No.
And now, he's come back. He's going to score for Chelsea because he does score goals. But that doesn't mean he's the right striker for United. For me, I'm happy he went. It's a shame he's now probably going to strengthen one of our rivals because Chelsea are really good at playing the ball in behind.
For it as well.
The amount of time Werner is just like one-on-one with the goalkeeper.
Is he done now?
No, I think he'll improve as well. Someone said he's not really good in the air either. He's not bad in the air, but no, he's not. Again, for the size of him, he's not a great header of a ball.
Is he £100 million worth of striker?
Just because of how many goals he scores, I think he probably is in this market, especially if you're Chelsea. Because as we've seen this window with what PSG have done, what City have done, what Chelsea are doing as well now, it's basically only the teams who are backed by oil money and United have got any money in the world at the minute.
Why do we call it a window?
Excuse me?
I've only just thought then when you said it.
Because it's a window of time between the start of July and the end of August. Why do you think it's called
a window? I generally just thought, why is it called a window? But what's a window of time? You're making this up.
A window?
What's a window of time?
You've only got a 10-minute window to do it in. Have you never heard of this?
Oh, yeah, I've heard of that.
Right.
I thought I was just, I'm tired.
Everything all right?
I just thought something about a window.
Yeah, tough that one.
Window of opportunity.
Yeah, there you go. It's that kind of window, not an actual double glazing.
Yeah. I just thought, when the window shuts, but then you think, bang, shut.
I think you need to go to sleep, don't you? Joe needs to go to sleep. That's going to be all from us tonight. Again,
I had a great time.
Thanks for coming down, Joe. And check out Wing It if you haven't. Google or go on YouTube and just search Wing It Joe McGrath and check out him reviewing chicken wings around Manchester.
Love it. Why have you got
laptops? Batteries died. Again, thank you very much to Manscaped for sponsoring. Use the code Paddock Live at checkout. Honestly, it will take your balls from here, which is all right. Yeah, sure. To here. Yeah. Inject some smoothness into your pants
but don't
using Manscaped.
Don't inject anything to the balls.
No. Metaphorically, use the code PaddockLive for 20% off and free shipping. Link is in the description. If you've been watching these videos, you think they're sponsored by Manscaped. Oh yeah, that's nice. Honestly, check them out because they're really good. I literally use it all the time, and I've never had any complaints, pal.
Hey, great laugh.
See what I mean? We'll be back tomorrow for all the build-up to Manchester United versus Leeds preview. Come in. Football is back properly.
Yes.
None of this Euros, none of this Copa Americas. Football is back coming up this weekend. We've got all the build-up. We'll have the watch-along and fan cams, of course, from Old Trafford. Thank you very much for joining us tonight. Thank you once again, Joe McGrath.
Thank you for having us, Joe, and the lovely team there. They always do a superb job. So hit subscribe. Round of applause for the production guys.
We'll see you next time.